Hello everyone, I want to talk about the future of learning. Real-time course updates in a dynamic world at this point in time. I've been saying to people that they are looking at AI from a wrong lens sometimes. Yes, it's from their perspective, but you need to have a futuristic perspective as it relates to where AI is going. And that's what I want to talk to you about. Courses will no longer be static. Instead, there will be live updates taking place in cloud-based platforms that will allow instructors to push updates instantly across to all learners and all devices. That's the possibility in the near future. For example, if new research is found out regarding the medical field or engineering or teaching and learning, course modules could be updated in real time immediately, ensuring that the student works on updated information. I went to university that was in the UK, and by the time an incident had happened in the United States in September, the books were updated roughly in January of the next year. The reality is that took 6 months, but in real time, the update will be instant. AI-powered content generation is taking us to another level. Now, I've showed you so many things that have happened over the past several weeks and months. Therefore, AI will scan the internet for the latest research, news articles, and data and suggests real-time updates for course content. Of course, they will be aligned with pedagogical information because that's how educators and instructors will need to guide the situation. Instructors could approve or reject the changes because still you need human oversight. And I've said that consistently, keeping academic integrity intact and ensuring that the content stays current. So you still need that human oversight. It's not just pushing it to your course and then you have no authority in the content generation. Hence, you're still important. Ensuring that human-centric design is still part of it. For example, a history course might have outdated material and new archaeological discovery was discovered, and of course, the course could be updated. Now, smart integration with databases and APIs is going to be another way. Courses will connect directly to knowledge-based APIs such as UNESCO. UNESCO has such a wide range of information regarding certain things about development in countries and so forth, and having that information in real time or their latest version is going to create a pathway for current content. So will other databases. This means statistics that is used is going to be current. Case studies that's going to be used is going to be current. And data sets, of course, that's going to be used is going to be current. It will refresh automatically, notwithstanding under the approval of the educator or instructor. Now let us look at personalized real-time updates. All AI tutors will tailor updates to learners individually, and that's such wonderful news. A student struggling with algebra, for example, might see extra practice problems generated instantly, while another might receive real-world application connected to their interest. Whoa. So if I love cars or love houses or love something, then the problem could be associated with what I like and give me a contextual sort of situation that I will embrace. Now, we have to understand that when we talk about this sort of change, it's wonderful because I want people to understand that artificial intelligence is going to push content, create content, and of course, align courses in real time. Now, all is not just going to be on content itself in a platform, but let us look at this. Mixed reality and wearable integration. Now, a lot of talk is taking place about the problem with, of course, assessments and so forth. And I've always said we need to redesign the learning spaces in relation to assessment. Now, when we look at AR and VR headsets or smart glasses, students could experience real-time updates in simulation. That's going to be possible, right? Example, medical students using VR could realize that they need to explore a different element in that VR explanation to ensure that they understand the concept. For example, organ mapping, as soon as things are published that gives them more information regarding a simulation, of course it will be updated. And again, upon the approval of the instructor, because you can't just take these updates like that. There are ethical considerations to take place. There's verification necessary. And of course, it's going to be important to have validation of content. And the validation of content must come from the content specialist. AI cannot be the sole person for content, of course, authenticity, because we know where that is already. It's not 100% correct. Now, let us face the reality. Version, control, and continuous assessment. Just like software updates, courses will run on version control systems, but updates will take place in real time to reflect new content, keeping learners aligned with the freshest knowledge possible. Just imagine a world where content is going to be updated in real time, a world where instructors will sit and verify information and continue their world of work and research. A world where students will understand that what I'm learning is current and not in a textbook. There's going to be information that is going to be fed into systems that are going to be verified in real time, who are going to try to do things that are not going to be aligned with integrity and ethics. So we have to consider those elements. So as universities, educational institutions go on and frame their AI policies, you have to consider these things, that content and courses and information that you're using even to communicate with faculty will change in real time, and how these versions will be tracked. Because it's important to understand that it's going to take another level of accountability, responsibility, and of course, that requires a structured policy as it relates to artificial intelligence. So if you have a policy now that is not reflecting the possibilities of content being updated and students having access to real-time information, you have not considered the future. I'm a futurist. I think about artificial intelligence moving beyond boundaries. When you're thinking about designing templates now for courses, and for other things that you're doing relating to content generation, just think about it. It's going to be developed in real time in the future. And if you have a static course that sits in a learning management system or anywhere, how will that be addressed in the future? That's my critical thought, and I wanted to share that with you. Please remember to subscribe. I have a lot of information that's geared towards these concepts, so I'm asking you, just remember to like, share, and subscribe, because if you follow me, I'm sure you'll find something that you'll gain in real-time knowledge that will help you to navigate the space. And I'm sure if you contribute, I also want to learn from you. And that's all for now.